Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tommy and I am super late. Yes, it's been 2 weeks since we had a new episode of Jurassic Park Malta that I'm building with the amazing Cesar Creates, but since Cesar is off gallivanting in the US, which I envy him deeply and greatly, I said to myself that not to have this glaring hole of, like three week pause, 3 week break from the series. We should do it like 2 week break, a new episode, and then a 2 week break. In other words, I have been very busy with my Jurassic Jungle trailer that just dropped. I am recording this reaction very late, and that's why I know what Cesar added. I don't know what what the enclosure looks like. I know that he added a Carcharodontosaurus, and I am a little mad, I have to say, because this is the second time that Cesar added one of my all-time favorite creatures, and so the enclosure better be good. But yeah, I trust Cesar that he did my boy Carno justice, because I have never seen a bad enclosure by Cesar. So yeah. And I also wanted to say that my trailer for the Jurassic Jungle just dropped, and the reception has been overwhelming, guys. Thank you so much. It's been out for like an hour and a half, and there's already like over 20 comments, and it's skyrocketing in views. So I'm really speechless. I'm really glad that you guys like it. I hope that this park of mine with Cesar will turn into something as epic as Jurassic Jungle will. Stay tuned for the tour of Jurassic Jungle, but now let's check what actually Cesar did, and let's see if if I'm mad at him or not. No, I don't worry, I will not be mad at him. It's just like, I wanted to add Carno. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, let's unpause this, and I have a feeling that there's something to the other side of this. Oh yeah, of course there is. Alrighty, let's check what Cesar added like this. So this is the section that I did last time. So I guess it's 2 enclosures, or maybe even 3. We shall see. And let's go down. I love this intersection. This is so cool. It looks really, really nice with these planters and the spinal skeleton and the rocks. And what is this? Is this a viewing gallery? Yeah, that's a viewing gallery right off the bat. And we have the, oh, okay. Please just ignore me when I say okay at this point. Okay, so this is the Australovenator with a nice skin. Australovenator is one of those dinosaurs that I don't actually really care about that much. I think it was at number 88 in my ranking out of 106 creatures. But it looks cool. It's like it's in no way bad, and it provides some variety in this park. I love this little lake around, like it looks like lake combined with an island or something like that. So I really think that that's very, very nice. And we have our way around here. And okay, let's actually check the. Okay, this is still not the Carno enclosure, because I was like, we would otherwise we would have fences. But I love this. I love this. This is I like to do lookouts just like these, and this is so very nice. And we have the Cesar. You are adding all of my favorites. Centaurosaurus. I love the skin on Centaurosaurus. This is a very nice combination. I'm gonna have to check what's up, and it's with the Olorotitan, as I can see. Usually it's a combination that I go for as well. Centaurosaurus and Olorotitan, they mix together well. And if you guys know me, you will know that I do prefer the Centaurosaurus over Olorotitan. Weirdly enough. I love that they have this view over here. Oh, this is so nice. Wow. This will make for some great pictures. So this is a, yeah, so he added an enclosure over here, and he kept the hill, and then he lowered this portion. And I love that this little island situation is happening over here, and they basically are in a pit of sorts, and it's super nice. I love this guest section as well. And let's actually see the Carno. Fingers crossed. No, don't worry. I will love it. I will love it for sure, because like there isn't a bad enclosure that Cesar could do. I don't believe that Cesar could make a bad enclosure. It's not in his wheelhouse to create a bad enclosure, and I actually do love this enclosure for them. And we have the burned Carnotaurus, right? Yeah, and some two more variants. When it comes to Carnotaurus, I would just use either the burned one or the default skin, the red one, or maybe Toro from Camp Cretaceous. But when it comes to these other skins for Carnotaurus, they usually suck. And this is in no way, you know, like criticizing Cesar for anything when it comes to the Carnotaurus. But I love Carnotaurus so much, and I love it so much in its red variant, that any other skin on it just doesn't look up to par with. No, just like Carnotaurus has to be red. It's just, but these are reddish, so it's fine. And I've had some builds where I did experiment with the Carno skins, but I usually go back to the red ones. So what are they doing? It's are they gonna interact? Yes, they're gonna interact. Oh, this is so nice when they do this. Bam. All right, so let's actually check it from the bird's eye view. I love that it's oh, this looks so nice from up here. I love that it's by the edge of the cliff. I love the addition of Syntaw, and I wasn't even thinking about adding Australopithecus for this build and for this park, so kudos to you, Cease. Cease? Cease and desist. Kudos to you, Cesar. And yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do, because I'm already behind with everything because of the stupid Jurassic jungle. It's not stupid, it's not. I love that park and I love that build, but it's taken so much of my time lately, and this is amazing. This is really cool what Cesar did here, and I can't wait to continue. So see you in a sec in the building part of the video. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I need to say that I have been a little too harsh. I need to clarify that it's all in good fun when I say that I wanted to build there. I wanted to build for Carnotaurus, because I watched Cesar's video and he was like, "Oh, Tommy added a Carcharodontosaurus, one of my favorites. It's so nice." And then here I was like, I wanted it to add to Carnotaurus. So no, don't worry. There's like, there's no beef or anything, and I genuinely said it in good fun. So I really did love the Carnotaurus enclosure, and today we are adding another very nice carnivore, a huge carnivore. And if you have seen the thumbnail and the name of this video and the title, you will know that it is for the Carcharodontosaurus, and we are building a little prairie section. I didn't want to call it a savanna. I said to myself that I wanted to be a little more fancy, and I was like, okay, let's call it a prairie, because in this Mediterranean setting, I don't know if does it fit. I don't really know, because prairies, where do you get the prairies? You get the prairies in the US. I might have been inspired by one of Cesar's stories on Instagram. I'm not really sure right now, because I know that he's traveling the US and Utah, and seeing all the canyons that I have been to, and it's just so excited. I'm so excited for him, because today I've seen pictures from Bryce canyon that he visited, and before that Grand Canyon, and what else was it? The Horseshoe or some other. There was some other canyon, Antelope Canyon, which I've been to as well, and it's just like. I'm so happy for him that he gets to experience this, and I also got some memories coming back to me to those places, and they're really, really beautiful. I should be talking about what I'm doing here on the video, right? So I am building an lagoon, as Cesar said in his video that I could add a lagoon. I actually was thinking about adding a lagoon before I watched the video, so this was partially my idea, and then when Cesar said that we should add the lagoon, I was like, okay, let's actually do it. This could work in this section. Just a small marine reptile would do, and you'll see which one it is at the end of the video. And of course we'll have another tiny enclosure next to the lagoon. I was trying to go with like oval shapes around here, like rounded shapes, not very much not like don't do angles, but do rounded shapes and no straight lines over here, which proves to be a little difficult when you are adding shops. I had to add the shops like one next to another. Well, I couldn't add the shops one next to another. That's what I actually wanted to say. And I left some of these little cutouts in here in the square for some greenery and for some nature. I will be only using two types of trees. The tropical trees, number... I don't know which number it is, but those two that look like savanna-ish, or they look like they look different and they're really nice. And I said to myself that I would only use those. You can, I guess, see on the screen which marine reptile I added, because I had to edit before I built around the lagoon. Here I was trying to mask some little flaws in my path design with all of these, and adding some greenery to it. I added a fountain. I started decorating a little bit. I had a little problem a little later on. It's public holiday today in Slovakia. It's May 1st, and it's a public holiday celebrating work, which is weird. It's like weird post-communist thing that we have here, unfortunately. But yeah, it's national holiday, and I could stay home. Otherwise, it's Monday, so it was like a long weekend. So all praise work. I guess work is fun when you don't have to go there. And yeah, so and a thing that you know, during public holidays the shops are closed. And what happened to me today while building this? The batteries in my mouse just like went completely off, and I was like, okay, what do I do? Like, I need to finish this build because I won't have any more time to finish it like other day. So I was like, full panic mode. I was anxious, I was angry, I was like, what am I gonna do with this build? I don't have the batteries and the shops are closed. I have a little shop, like if the owner of the shop is there, it can be open, which I don't guarantee for the small shops around here, because like they're always open, even, you know, like during the holidays. And I guess that's when they get the most people, because all the people that need something just go there. So I went there and I asked, do you have batteries? And he was like, no. And I'm like, okay, so what do I do now? So I took the batteries out of my TV remote and I put it into my mouse. I was like, why didn't I think of that before? I had to go to the shop and buy cola, of course. I was there. Okay, now that I'm here, I need to buy some Coke. And but I also bought ice cream, my first ice cream this year. So that was nice. And then it had to be vegan ice cream because I am intolerant. I'm milk intolerant, so that's another random fact that you didn't need to know about me, that I don't know why I told you. But it was so funny because I went there because of the batteries, and I came home with a Coke and an ice cream because I actually cooked yesterday, which is like something that doesn't happen usually these days because I am so busy. But I was like, okay, let me use this long weekend that we have to actually cook something and to actually function as a human being for once. And yeah, this is the part of the build that I was decorating. This is after I got my mouse back, yay! And after I got it fully functional, I guess I'm not gonna watch TV today anyway, so yeah, kudos to me for actually doing some work on this and doing some work on my content, because lately it's been just tragic. And I've been in no mood to even, you know, like, I wouldn't say no mood, but editing the Jurassic Jungle video, the trailer just drained me so much. But I got back to building, and I was like, okay, this is nice, this is fun, and I actually. It was really difficult to come up with an original idea for this build, because I feel that we have done pretty much about everything in this park at this point. And I was like, okay, let me check which rocks I can use, let me check which pieces of decoration I can use, let me check which trees I can use. And then I got to the tropical trees that look like they're from the savannah or the prairies, and I was like, okay, let's see which vegetation I can mix it with, let's see which rocks I can mix it, and I found out that it mixes very well with these taiga rocks, which is like out of nowhere. You discover that taiga rocks really look good in the Mediterranean setting with the lighting and with everything. And then I added those trees. And the key to this was adding sand as the main layer of every, like the main texture was sand. It couldn't be dirt, it couldn't be rock, it couldn't be anything else. It couldn't be like the default dirt that we have in this setting. It had to be sand, because the sand mixed with the shrubs and with the trees just looks like a savanna or a prairie. So that was the key factor. And since I have been using sand a lot in these builds, like last time I used sand in my cascades, now I'm using sand in my prairie. So the Slovak word of today is gonna be for sand, and that's gonna be piesok. Piesok, I repeat, and I guess in Polish it's pisek. Please let it be pisek, because pisek, it's in Czech and it sounds like it should be a Polish word as well. So please, I hope that Cesar confirms, because last time actually valley is dolina in Slovak as well. We finally found our first word that is exactly the same. I mean, you can also say udolie. Like when Cesar said valley, I was thinking udolie, but when he said dolina, I was like, of course we have that word, and it's basically the same, udolie, dolina, and it's just like, wow, mind blown. Finally it happened. Would you look at how the time flies? We are already here in the final portion of the video, where I will be taking you through a mini tour of what we built today. So this is what Cesar left us with, and this is the first guest section that we have here. This is the bit of nature that I was talking about, and some shops that I had to break up with these Malta building pieces, because yeah, if you don't do straight lines with your paths, you cannot just put the shops next to each other, so you need to come up with creative solutions like this. It's not really like the best solution, but yeah. And I left a little space over here for Cesar to actually like do whatever he wants to do. This is a little seating area, seating section next to the lagoon, and in the lagoon, if we want to check the lagoon, we have, let's stop it for a while, we have the Plesiosaurus here with my two favorite skin variants. This is, I think, Svalbard and the green one, I don't know which one is that, and another one, this is I think it's mangrove forest. I went with the red one, but the red one is basically the best one. and along with the black one. The black one looks very like oily, and this looks like an oil. What is it like? What's that word? I don't know what the word is. Oil spot. Anyway, let's get out of this water. Oh, there's people here. Nice. And here we have another guest section and a seating area where they can watch. They cannot really see anything here, but they can see something over here. And in here, we have our lovely, happy hippos. We have the, what is it? What's it called? The Nigersaurus. I wanted to say Motomorosaurus, I don't know why. And they look kind of similar, but they are two skin variants. This one is, I think, mangrove forest, and this is Sonoran Desert. It's this one is a little darker, but they're both red, and I like their red skin combination. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna put these guys here. I needed to see how they look in perspective with the enclosure, but the enclosure is, I guess it's big enough for them. It's I was trying to go off the Amargasaurus that we already have in the park, and I was trying to do some comparison, and yeah, I think that this works. It's fine, I guess. I went with the prairie aesthetic in this enclosure as well, and overall in this entire guest section. If these were too big for this enclosure, I would have put the Morus Intrepidus here, but I don't really care for the Morus Intrepidus. I don't know why. It's weird because everybody's just like, oh my god, it's so cute, and I'm like, yeah, it's there. Anyway, this last section, this last enclosure, as you can already see, is the Carcharodontosaurus. We have 3 Carcharodontosaurus. My 2 usual Carcharodontosaurus. Usually I only put 2 of them here, but this enclosure seemed to be too big for just 2 animals. I was thinking about maybe putting some other carnivore in there with them, but it didn't feel right. I was thinking about Cryolophosaurus. It didn't. Cryolophosaurus doesn't really go well in this environment. It just it's a wintry animal. I don't know. So this is mangrove forest, I think, and this other one is Sonoran Desert, if I'm not mistaken. If I am sorry, but I went with the red ones. But I also I glimpsed it over here somewhere behind this hill. Yeah, this one. This is Svalbard and Pilophylax. Not the greatest match, not the greatest hit, I would say. I wanted to have something darker, not just red. I mean, it works. It works in this environment. It's not really tragic. It's not really like that bad. I guess it's fine. And I completely adore and love this enclosure. I love the little river that they have here, the little creek. And I love these trees. I love these trees. These are just so very nice. And in this environment, this really looks like a prairie enclosure or a savanna or something like that. I don't know. These guys are in for a treat over here. Look at that. This is when you see the people compared to these animals, it's so very nice. It looks so good. And if you actually sit here behind the fence, I know that Cesar likes to do the double fencing, but I simply just don't have the patience for it. I mean, I'm always like, we have the fence, why add something else? If I have a path on my own, I always go for planters. I always pave my paths. It's always like Evo says now that the path is missing something, basically, if it doesn't have any planters next to it. But if you have a fence, the planters seem, or the other things seem kind of counterproductive, like, why? But yeah, I get that to mimic a real zoo, Cesar likes to do it, and I applaud him for it because I really don't have the patience to do any of that shenanigans that he does with this. But I'm excited to see what he does with this build after his US trip. Maybe he will be super inspired to build something very, very nice and very, very great. We actually don't have that much space left in this park. I'm gonna show you guys. this is basically the entire thing. It's huge. It's so freaking huge, and there's over 320 animals now in this park. I am surprised it's still working. I am surprised this game hasn't been crashing on me like crazy, and I'm expecting the crashes pretty soon. But this is all that's left, so I guess it's gonna be 1 episode, 2 episodes, and then the grand finale. For the grand finale, we would actually like to do something together to create some, you know, like something for, I guess, the T-Rex and the Raptors. We shall see. We will soon see. But I can see this series having 15 episodes at this point, maybe 16. We shall see what we do about the final portion. But yeah, this is where we're at this very point, and I will start saying my goodbyes. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. If you like the video, please give me a like, comment, or share with your friends. And if you think that you will like my upcoming content and you want to see more crazy builds like these, please do consider subscribing, because there is much more coming. Also, subscribe to Cesar's channel for next episode will be on his channel, not next week, but I guess in 2 weeks after he comes back from his US trip, which we all hope that he is enjoying immensely at this point. So thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. My name is Tommy, and I hope I'll see you here next time. But till the next time, have the greatest of the days, and bye-bye.